So I came to the park to do a sound bath. I'm gonna post the session. I hope you guys enjoy it. It was like we were still in the blue moon energy, so Spirit was like, go do a little sound bath. It's a quick like 25-minute bath. It's not, I wanted to sit here longer, and maybe I should do a little more. I don't know, but I am dealing with like kidney stones right now and gallbladder, and like I'm dealing with some health issues, and so the sound bowls are gonna help with that. And so I've been wanting to take the time to do the sound bath, but you guys know I've been on the go all year long, and like I just haven't had the time or a chance to really like sit and do this. And like right now I'm being given the opportunity to work on my craft, which is this and doing hair and stuff. And so I just feel thankful and grateful and blessed that I'm even being given an opportunity to like sit here and do this. And I do need to get like a counseling out microphone, because stuff like that, like there's a bunch of noises, like the motorcycle, you know what I mean, like it's kind of hard doing a sound bath when there's all these like outside noises. I would love to get in some sort of like recording studio, but like I really need to find like a piece of land that I could just like go out and like not be bothered with like so much outside noise, like from cars and people, and like, you know, so hopefully we get there soon, you know, because that's what I want to do. Like I just want to do that all the time, full time. Like I just want to upload videos, and I want my videos to be helpful. Like I just hope and pray that you know that it's beneficial and that everybody wins and is helped through this. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, I just want to help. And like I don't know, it's so weird, right? Because it's like, I don't know, even like talking to other people about it or whatever, and like them not feeling like they need to help or want to help, and they're just, I know I've gotten feedback from other people where it's just like, dude, just live your life for you, you know, like fuck everyone else. And like I could understand that perspective to an extent, but like someone once told me, like, si no estás ayudando a otros, no estás viviendo. And it just like, it stuck with me forever, you know, like truly, like if we're not helping each other and if we're not helping others, what's the point of life? Like I don't want to go throughout my lifetime just looking out for myself and only helping myself. No, like it feels selfish to do that. I feel guilty for even slightly thinking of that, like ever, you know, like anytime my ego has crept in or be like, yeah, fuck these people, like let me just do, and I'm just like, ew. I'm like, I rebuke that thought in the name of Jesus Christ. Immediately rebuke that shit, because that's not me, you know, and that's not at all like what I stand for, anything like that. So, you know, I just try to keep it chill. Hola. But I'm excited for like everything and where this is going, and I know that I'm being protected right now because everything else has been like such a spiritual attack. And so I know that right now, just even that encounter is just really sweet, and it just, I feel, me siento muy excited. Which, another thing, Selena Quintanilla, you know, I told my mom today, I think she's my spirit guide, or she's one of my spirit guides. And I think she's a spirit guide for like millions of people, like a lot of us. She has to be a spirit guide for us. And so, we went to go put gas, and then one of her songs started playing, and I was like, oh. And I told my mom, like, I'm pretty sure she's like my spirit guide. So then we went to the store afterwards, and then I went inside. My mom stayed in the car because she needed something, whatever. I go in there, boom, they start playing Selena. Well, first, because like I've been having a hard time with my like anger regarding injustice. So my anger regarding injustice has been like really being tested a lot lately. And so even just people like looking at me, simply like literally we're pumping gas, and like this truck full of men like drove around just so that they could see my booty, you know. And like, if you know me, if you've seen me in person, like I don't have a flat booty, you know. And so, and like my problem with it is like I can never actually find a good pair of pants that fit me. Jeans accentuate it, leggings accentuate it, but also it's the only thing that like hugs me and like snatches me. So that's mostly what I wear, so I get like unwanted attention, you know. And and also I'm like more comfortable in like, these are like boy shorts, like I'm more comfortable in stretchy material like that, like just cotton tees or whatever. And so yeah, I get like unwanted attention or whatever, and like they like made it a point to like go around seeing that my mom is in the passenger seat and that I'm literally in the window with my mom talking to her. And like, you know how fucking disrespectful that was? I felt like, see, it's the anger's creeping in. I'm just gonna, while I talk, you guys, because this is exactly this is a lot of like my intention for healing right now, and I feel like collectively too, because I've been noticing this pattern or this in a lot of my friends and a lot of the people that I know as well, is like a lot of us are healing our father wounds at this time, or a lot of us are being called to heal our father wounds. So I'm still trying to figure out and like learn myself, because like even up until recently there's been like a series of unfortunate events to happen within my family and my family dynamic and all of the things. And so I am currently seeking professional help for my experiences, my personal experiences. Mind you, I did have a therapist for 3 years, and I requested to see a psychiatrist, but after the 3 years he had told me that it would have been unnecessary. So then I've now taken 2-year break from having a why do I keep wanting, I don't know why I want a psychiatrist. I just want to know. Not because I want to get diagnosed, or not because I want to have medication, because I have been diagnosed medication before because I'm certified insomniac. So I'm prescribed like Ambien, but I only picked it up one time when I was 13 years old. Took it one time, never took it again in my life. And I'm 33 now, so you know what I mean. Like I don't really fuck with medicine like that, but I want to understand my mind. I want to understand my brain without being like too overly obsessed with it either. You know what I mean? I just want to see what's up. I want to see what's in there. I want to see if there's anything that I'm like struggling with. I feel like collectively we're actually all being called toward this, like looking at like making sure we get checked out, making sure we're keeping up with our doctors and our doctor's appointments. I feel like a lot of us right now are consumed. You may resonate with this, but a lot of us are consumed with our parents, or taking care of our parents, or not being in contact with them at all, which is also in a sense like consuming us, because we are in like no contact with our parents, and so then that's so hurtful. And like a lot of us don't know how to cope with that, so we tend to turn to like unhealthy habits or unhealthy tendencies, or we become like avoidant, or we become dismissive, or we become, you know, jaded and cruel and mean and angry and sad and depressed and traumatized and triggered and anxious and stressed. And we don't know, like, what to even do about it, you know? So I'm kind of like at that point in my life right now where there's a lot of things that have been unfairly happening, and a lot of it, mostly all of it, is out of my control. All of it is out of my control. Everything that has been happening has been out of my control. So the only thing that I can control is my emotions, how I react to these situations, and what I do about it afterwards. So one particular situation had me acting up, and it got me out of character, and thank God I didn't allow it to get too far, but I did take it too far, because I get super passionate about defending myself. I get super passionate about defending my family. Once someone starts talking about my family or me, even if I have beef with my family, I'm gonna defend them. I don't have family first on here for no reason, you know? And like, I know that we are allowed to have a chosen family, and a lot of us are born into karmic families where these family members aren't even our family members. It's like they've allowed so many things, right? Okay, let's talk about it. So some of these family members, they're karmic, and some of them, like, their purpose in life is to be a chaos agent in your life. That's just some people are in different missions. Everybody is on a different mission. So that's why too, like, when you are the one in your family that's different and like does different things and goes after different things, and nobody understands you, and everybody thinks you're crazy, and everybody thinks that you are not shit, you know, it's like, don't listen to that, because their mission is not your mission. If your mission is to do something crazy and out of this world, and you truly believe in that, and you truly believe that that this is your purpose and this is gonna help others, and I say go for it. I say go for it. You know, you want to start a band, start that band. You know, you want to open up a business, or 3 or 5 or 10, please do it, because you know what? Nowadays, a lot of people are going, first of all, a lot of people right now want to shop small, okay? Second of all, because a lot of us are doing the internal work. That's why we're here right now, right? A lot of us are actually doing the work. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for helping do the work. All of us are helping each other. So because we've been actually doing the work, most of us, a lot of us, it has been helping the vibration of the planet. It has been helping raise the consciousness. That's why people are starting to be more mindful of what they consume. People are starting to be more mindful and conscious of what they buy, consume. And so people are going to want to start small, shop small. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about a million things all at once. So if you've been thinking about creating that business, now is your time, because we are raising the consciousness of the collective, and everyone is going to want to support you right now. And you'd be surprised at how many people, complete strangers, will support you, you know, and that's why it could be so hurtful. That's why we got to continue healing these relationships, especially if it's coming from family where it's breaking your heart, especially if it's something that's actively breaking your heart. It's not just something from the past, it's something that continuously happens, something that you are continuously dealing with, continuously going through. It's important for us to address that and tend to that and heal that and release that, so that we can open up our heart and our energy and our field to a supportive community, our chosen family. That's when it will come in, you know. But until then, we have to continue to heal our heart. Otherwise, we keep ourselves blocked off and like closed to the opportunity of that support, that outside support that we honestly need, because we're better together, you know? We're better together. We're stronger together. You know, the enemy wants division. The enemy wants to separate us. The enemy wants us to be against each other. But we're meant to bring things together. We're meant to be united. We're meant to be a community. We're meant to be together, you know? We are all one. And like the sooner that could snap into people's heads, and that's a thing, you guys, I'm sorry. But it's hard because a lot of people out here are NPCs. A lot of people don't have a soul or a spirit, or they've already sold it. So they're not really there. They're not who you think. There's like another spirit operating. That's what I wanted to say earlier about the family members, is like some family members actually have demonic entities operating within them, within sight of them. That tia, that auntie, that uncle, your dad, your mom, your stepmom, your stepdad, your stepgrandma, you know, your cousin's daughter. I don't know. I'm just saying the most random things, but anybody. It could be any of these family members. That's why it's so hard when you're like, why are they like this? Why doesn't anybody see? Because they've sold their soul. They did a long time ago, because they allowed their pain and their anger to completely consume them. And so they forfeited their life. That's why they are so dedicated to mistreating you on the low, where no one can know. Because in a way, it's like, it's a humiliation ritual. It's torture. It's emotional manipulation. That's abuse. These are demonic entities operating within inside of these family members. That's not your family member anymore. That's a demon. So the sooner that we could remember that and recognize that, the easier this healing thing will become for us, I believe. Because I feel like it's easier to be like, okay, these people, that's not my blank, that's a demon. I need to stay the fuck away from these people, because these are demonic entities operating within the person that I once loved and the person that I once grew to love. It's time to protect our peace, protect our sanity, protect our entire being, because we have every right to live out our truth and to be in alignment with our own path. We deserve to experience that without any outside demonic interference. And I'm going to continue to use that word, because that's what negative energy does. Negative energy builds up and builds until that energy gets so big it creates a vortex. That vortex can create a demonic entity. That's where that demonic entity comes through. It creates like a black hole. Demon walks right through. And then because now this person, their hearts are so empty because they've been so broken, it's almost like they're like an empty vessel now. So then the demon enters their soul and their spirit, starts giving them all these evil thoughts. They just don't even realize that it's a demon. They think it's them because they're not there anymore. Their spirit has left their body. And that's why energy work and Reiki and stuff like that is so vital and important, because it can help bring your spirit back to your body if you've disconnected, which most of us do. When you're disassociating, your spirit probably went somewhere and then came back real quick. You know, a lot of us do that. So, anyways, I hope this little chat was helpful. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys. If you're here and you've made it all the way to the end, thank you for watching. Thanks for chatting with me. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting me. Thank you for loving me. I hope you know that I love you too. And I appreciate you guys way more than I think you understand, you know. I've been wasting a lot of time just focusing on things that don't really matter that much.